Hello, Victor here, RestoreYourMercedes.com. This is going to be another edition at the end of the day video. So today I did remove the seat again. I did remove the rear cover, the parcel shelf. I painted it darker so it matches better with the first aid kit cover. Now this one was brown. I painted it with black, so this one broke just at one side, but it doesn't matter because nobody really uses it. I have to still secure it. There's only one screw. Speaker grills still to be dealt with. Now the reason I also did the cover removal, not only just to paint it darker, but to actually deal with the third brake light situation. Now this is your third brake light location, and yeah, these are some scratches, whatever. I'm not dealing with that. Now, the third brake light has its own bracket, not available. Light itself, not available. Nothing is available, so what I decided to do is I decided to put this plate, metal plate, in the area where the light's supposed to be located. The wire for the connection is obviously here. This is expandable. I can pull it out and push it back in. And the idea behind this kind of setup is that I'm going to get any kind of other third brake light that will more or less fit in that area, and then I'm going to use some neodymium magnets, strong magnets, that I'm going to glue inside the case, and I'm just gonna have the magnets to stick to that plate. That plate is secured, 3 screws with some springable washers, you know, the spring washers, so they don't let the you know, then they just keep the tension on the actual bolt and the threads, and also a large washer on top of that, and the nylock locked nut. Okay, so the nut is also nylon, because you don't want to take this out. There's like these nuts that they have this nylon, and it's just like, you know, you screw it in, it's just harder for it to come loose. So that's what I did. I painted it, some edge primer, the adhesion promoter, the primer, and then some flat black. That's that. So that's the idea for somebody who wants to do something with a third brake light. But that's not going to be all, because at the end of the day, I still have to take this seat out, unfortunately, to put the resistor in this area right around here behind the seat. That's where the connection for the third brake light is. That's why the seat is not secured yet, but it's easy to take out. Couple of bolts and the seat's out, so no big deal. That's why I'm waiting for the third brake light. I ordered a couple of them, and see whichever one fits the best. That's that. Now next, the seatbelt situations, both seat belts and the buckles and the wires. Now I went and dig into the diagrams, and it turned out to be that the 92 had the convenience feature built into the rear headrest. Convenience feature is built into the front headrest by default, but the rear ones, I didn't know that the 92 had them, but apparently they did. And the thing is that the newer ones, these are the 98, they're already light. They're like very, very light, so you don't really feel the tension on the seatbelt itself. Whereas the 92 has lots of tension. Once you click it in, and then the tension gets, like, you know, the belt gets loose, just like the fronts do. So therefore, it's not needed. There will be no SRS light error code or anything like that, so no big deal there. Therefore, I just put the note, seatbelt convenience feature, and I just zip tie the wire so it doesn't make any noises when you hit the belt, because these belts, they're already very, very, very light in operation. I feel very, very low resistance. If something happens, they lock up. That's the normal operation. But 92, they went one step forward. I mean, further, rather, not forward, but further. But the 98, they decided to make them just light already, because it's just, come on, seriously, that was an overkill. Same thing on the other side. So that seat belt is back in place, and both seat belts are back in place, and that's fine. This is another note. This is the bench motor here, electric bench motor. I just noted everything just in case for future generations Here's another seatbelt convenience plug. All right, now the side pieces here, these are the original black ones. They're weathered out, so I painted them over so they look nice and deep black now. That's great, and I'm happy with that, so I can leave these. I'm thinking about the C-pillars, but whatever. And the last thing for today will be the actual headrests. Now with the headrest situation, because these are not the ones that go up, they can only go down. So just in case somebody pushes the headrests up and then you want to lower them down, I ran an extra wire here. It was already there, you just had to connect to it, because these cars come with two options, you know, regular ones or electric ones. So I'm going to ground it off, you know, just put it to the ground, and headrest will fall down. Let's just do that. So that is the operation. You just ground this over. Now, because the pump was also reworked slightly, and therefore it will not do it when the engine is not running, and for that reason I do have engine running, because I do need vacuum supply to get them to drop. The clear line down under, that's the vacuum supply. So I have vacuum supply, I put the ground over, solenoid flips open, and then a vacuum line goes and sends the vacuum to the headrest actuators, and then they just fall down just like that. So here, one more time, it goes down. So for that you have to have engine running. This is the keyless entry here, the little module, just so it doesn't make many noise, you know, doesn't make any noises when you go over bumps. And then I still have to deal with the heated seat situation, the rear heated seats and front heated seats. There was a little bit of damages here, some little water damage. Wait a minute, what is this? That's the rear head. I think this is the seat control. Whatever the case is, I have to still kind of work out in this area, but the SPS module is in there, secured, all good. So that's done. So slowly but surely we're moving along, so I don't have to touch the rear panel anymore. Seat belts are already in place, and that's also a good thing. I don't have to deal with those. And these seat belts are also secured and tightened up, a little cleaned up and resurfaced and rejuvenated, so they're giving you a little color. I have to deal with the rear ones, with the front ones the same way, just to make them a little more red versus being like all dull and gray. That's that. And yeah, moving along. So like I said, I will have to move the seat out a little bit just to get to the connector over here. No big deal, but that's only once I have the light is already installed, secured, and everything is done. And that is that. And so far so good. And I think that I am going to leave the headliner the way it is, just the rear portion. The front portion, I think I'm gonna repaint, along with the sun visors and overhead light switch, the dome light switches, and all the covering there, the speaker, the mirror, and all that good stuff. I think I will do that, but I think I'm gonna leave the rear portion as it is, because painting the trims and painting the material takes a lot of material, lots of spray cans, and a lot of time, and that's not, I'm not happy about that. I still have to run this wire all the way to the front to the switch that works the headrest drop feature, and that's going to be around here, right? One of these. This is up and down, so obviously this is no longer, but I still need to deal with that. All right, well, that is where we are. What I'm also thinking about is doing that the C pillars and A pillars that go there, and C pillars that go back here, to paint those black. So I got black pillar here, black pillar in the middle, black pillars up front, and also the centerpiece right here, right overhead, to paint that black too. So handles and the headliner are the only things to be left in this color. It's just too much work. Sunroof, I'll deal with that later too, because seriously, doing this job, I tell you, I am not as, I thought this is not going to be as involved as it is, because it really is involved. Seriously, this is not just like, oh yeah, give me a day. I'm on this like for what, 4th day already? That's a long time. I wouldn't do it. If I knew, I wouldn't really mess with it. I would just, no, too much work. Plus I still have to deal with the climate control, because I do want the newer climate control to be in this car. 98 climate control, and that's gonna take the job to the next level, because I have to change the plugs, I have to change the schematics, and it's like forever, whatever. Well, this is where we are. The seat cushioning, the bottom cushioning is in the parts car right now. Just let it be in there, off the street, not outside. And right now, actually, it's still not too late. I'm going to actually work on the door panel that's on the door, that's supposed to go onto that door, because not only that I'm changing the door panel, I'm also changing trims. And I actually changed the glass, and I changed this glass because the glass from the parts car is better than the glass on this car. And I also changed these, replaced these trims and these trims right here from the parts car, because they're darker in color. So, you know, might as well, right? Since I have that opportunity. This is still original trim. As you can see, this is more dark brown. Same here, this is like brownish color. So that's another thing. And oh yeah, that I have to also change the knob from the parts car. I forgot to do that actually. I have to do that, because that one is brown and the parts car is darker, like black. And I have to deal with the seat, and I have to deal with the center console. I have to deal with a bunch of other things. But like I said, it's coming along. I got these major things, but the headliner, I'm thinking of removing it and replacing the sound deadener material, because that deadener is dead anyway. So might as well, before it gets jammed in the sunroof cover, I would rather remove it so it doesn't happen. Once I have it removed, then I'll think about it, because it's already as much as I wanted to do as it is. It's already enough, but you know, I'm still not out of the woods, because I need this interior to be the way I want it to be. All right, so this is it. Victor here, RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.